Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Savannah Football Show. As you can tell, we got the most people we've ever had on here at one time tonight, and looking forward to getting to meet these individuals and talking to every one of them. But first, I'm the Howie Chaney. Welcome to the man that's up above me, QB1, Randy Cunningham, that makes
I,
all this possible. Randy, how's it going?
I'm always above you. I just got to, lay that out. I've already made two grammatical errors. I said we had a good looking bunch, and then now I'm making fun of you being below me. So we do have a good looking bunch, let's be honest. But I'm not sure about the other part. I'm excited about tonight's show. Of course, we had senior week last week, so let's highlight some of these young men tonight, and of course, coach too.
Yeah, absolutely. And if everybody knows us, knows that I'm really strong to be able to hold Randy up above me for this long. So let's
Yeah,
see how
yeah.
long I can handle. So, hey guys, we're going to get right to it. Let's go around the room and introduce everybody real quick. We'll start with Landon and work your way around.
I'm Landon Pritchett.
Tell us also before we get started. My fault. Tell us who you are, what position you play, what number you are, and
Uh,
what grade.
I'm Landon Pritchett. I'm a senior. I'm number 0. I play wide receiver, tight end, and whatever position I'm needed on defense.
Yes. I'm Clayton Brown, play receiver, number 5. That's about all.
Tanner Haynes. I'm a senior and I play offensive center and defensive back.
I'm Luke Tuttle. I'm 77. I'm a senior and I'm the right tackle.
I'm Aiden Parham. I'm a senior, number 2, and I play running back and defensive end.
And the man in the middle.
I'm Coach Condi. I am the running backs coach and offensive coordinator.
I have a
You didn't tell what grade you in.
What grade? 8th grade.
I had a feeling he was a super senior, Howie.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get right to it, guys. Big night this past Friday night with a big win over Collinsville. I'm going to assume that y'all put a little extra effort into it because of Coach Nelson coming from Collinsville. Preparing for this game this past week, could you tell a difference in Coach Nelson because of it being Collinsville? Anybody want to answer that? Jump out.
I'd say there was a pretty big difference. I mean, obviously it hit home. He knew the guys. He knew their strengths or weaknesses. But, I mean, it was another big game we need to win. I'd say that variable probably pursued all other ones. It was a very big game for us and trying to secure another second seed, home playoff. Obviously, we came off not such a good game. We was fired up, and they saw the not so good side of us, so they wasn't expecting us to come off as hot. But I would say that probably led to a chain of events, them being from Collinsville.
So last week was senior night. What did it mean to each one of you as far as being able to go out there on the field with the people that has supported you all this time? Aiden, we'll start with you and work your way around.
It's kind of crazy to think that we're actually seniors. I mean, senior night's always been special, of course, but it's kind of weird with it being us now. But no, it was great to be able to go out there and get recognized by all our fans and everything.
Tuttle?
I mean, I've been playing with these kids ever since I was 12 years old. I mean, we never thought that they would tell them that we'd have to walk out on senior night. And it was just very special that we were out there.
All right. Tanner?
About like what Aiden said, just knowing it's our senior night was crazy. I mean, I grew up playing with everybody. I mean, since Pee Wee's. I mean, having my dad in the stands watching, he coached me ever since Pee Wee's. It was just a crazy feeling knowing that's going to be our last time having a senior night.
CB?
I'm just thankful to be able to play as a senior and, play in front of everybody that I love. All
that. Landon?
I'd say it's like an emotional roller coaster. I mean, usually you're not going to really feel the effects until it's gone. So, I mean, definitely when the season's over, I'll realize just how special that night was. But it meant it just felt like everything paid off. Like everything you've done that they didn't see you working on, they finally recognized you for it, and it was a very emotional night.
Coach Condi, you've only been with these guys for a few months now, but what does this senior group mean to you?
They mean a lot. They have, taken me in as one of their own. I mean, that's the hardest part, coaching wise, coaching somewhere new. It's kind of coming into a new group and not knowing, what your perception is to them, not knowing how you're going to be received. They've received me. They've received Coach Nelson. They're good kids. They're really good guys. They're going to go places in life after football, whether they continue football after high school or whether they don't. They're all going to be very successful. Especially the group in this room and the seniors that aren't with us today. They're the first ones to show up. Last ones to leave, kind of crew. They make sure that things get done right. If the weight room needs cleaning, you can probably find one of these guys in there picking up water bottles, picking up trash. After the game, high-fiving kids and things like that. It's been a really special group. Just not knowing them, except for this year, it's still been a really special group to come in and coach. And I'm happy to say I got to experience this last year with them.
I want to ask a few questions about the game this past Friday night, then turn it over to Randy, and then we'll go from there after that. But guys, it seemed like, anybody that wants to answer this will be fine. It seemed like this past Friday night against Collinsville, it seems like this was one of the hardest hitting, most physical games that y'all have played in all year. Well, is that an understatement, or how do y'all feel?
I feel like we just had a chip on our shoulder. It made us want to play hard.
Especially coming off that tough loss against 5. I mean, we just had that fire in us.
Did they come out and do anything that y'all wasn't expecting? Because they was coming out in 3, 4 wide receiver sets, spread the field open. Did they run anything that y'all wasn't expecting or wasn't prepared for?
No, sir. We went over everything the entire week. We had everything completely covered.
Yeah, they stayed pretty true to form. The defensive staff does a really good job. Coach Mitchell, Coach Arnold, Coach Hall, Coach Mitchell, they do a really good job in preparation. A lot of times they even prepare for just concepts of things that somebody could run out of particular sets. Defensively, they're always, I'd put our staff up against and our kids up against anybody as far as preparation goes. Especially just, like I've already mentioned, with this group of seniors, just this group of kids that we have, preparation usually isn't going to be the issue. They prepare hard. Every week we prepare, like it's the last game that we're going to play. We're just trying to go 1-0 every week. Our big thing was this week. It was a lot of effort, and these kids do a really good job at bouncing back from adversity and things like that. We didn't like how the first half of the Fife game went. Second half, we got some things that we could build off of, and then all week at practice, the kids not only, a lot of people only see Friday nights. These kids practiced like they had a chip on their shoulder. They practiced like they wanted to bounce back and get back in that winning column and hopefully lock up a number 2 seed in a home playoff game going into the playoffs.
Randy, something you probably don't know, but these guys had practice this morning and they've came back in here just to do the show for tonight. So we appreciate them doing that. Coach Condi coming back in and doing this as well. We appreciate y'all being on here. We enjoy y'all being on here, and we do this show for y'all. So thank you very much. Randy, what you got?
I was eating a blooming onion and start. Does that count for anything? Hey, Coach, you need to watch Aiden over the side last year. He started throwing out about favorite teacher and got 43 carries the next weekend. So when we get to that segment, when he starts talking, just understand he has a history of trying to get carries out of that segment.
All right.
We'll deal with that in a minute. We're going to start with Landon. Landon, Coach Nelson said part of the reason it was so easy to get staff to work at Sylvania and come with him to Sylvania was this senior class. Your reputation has grown countywide as a great class and a class that's really worked. What does it mean to know that coaches came there to work specifically with you and your classmates? And just go around and everybody answer that real quick.
I'd say it's a testament to how hard we've worked and how much faith we've had in each other. But it is surprising to see that other people are noticing what we're doing, our bond, our friendship. But I'd say it means a lot to each individual character and the character as a whole. Because if others besides, if you don't care about what you're doing, I mean, usually it goes a long way and others will see that. But it's awesome to see that other coaches and other people around the county see what we're doing.
Awesome. CB?
I really think it just puts a good bit of pressure on us to do better and improve ourselves every single day in practice and on and off the field. That's really all I got.
Next.
I think it's something very special knowing that coaches were very willing to come in and coach us, knowing that we work our butts off. Like we've worked our butts off the past 3 years. And as high schoolers, we've put in a lot of work, and it's just a very good sign knowing that coaches are willing to come in and have faith in us to do what we do.
Awesome. Before we go any farther, we got to know if Tanner still got. I mean, TJ Haynes asked if Tanner still has his eye black on. So that's all we need. Anybody can testify whether we still have the eye black on or not.
Yeah,
we do.
Out of the woods, he didn't put none on.
These kids quit hunting just to come and see you guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, now, I know they love hunting, but I love a steak too. So I understand the feeling a bit. Next, please.
It was one of the better feelings knowing that everybody's wanting to come in here, hearing that from everybody. It makes us feel very special, very like we mean something, especially with everybody else around here in the county.
Aiden?
Kind of hard to answer being the last one. We pretty much covered everything, but I mean, it's special. I mean, to be recognized for our group and our class and how hard we work. I mean, it just feels good to know that other people notice that.
Coach, and Aiden, you're going to be the first player to answer this one. Coach, this group has a reputation of working hard in the weight room. And I look at them. We've had some of these kids on and off the show for 3 years. And, they've went from, maybe a little undersized to you got some hard-working young men around you. What is this group like in the weight room?
They're insane. This might be the easiest place in the world as far as a strength and conditioning program goes, because these guys, you could just write what you wanted on the board. You wouldn't have, I still do because I feel useless if I don't, but you don't have to blow a whistle. You don't have to yell and scream. You don't have to do anything special, because the only thing that's being done special in the weight room is these guys just taking ownership of the weight program, taking ownership of doing the right things, whether that be, doing the right lifts or icing after or stretching after or making sure to get their protein, drink their milk, eat their peanut butter, whatever it takes. These guys are willing to do it without being told to. They have complete ownership of the program. And that was one thing that we, harped on in the summer was this was the seniors team. And the seniors, they've been like this their whole lives, but, they've also stepped up in some capacity to where they're a presence in the weight room. The younger crowd, the younger crew, they see how hard this class works, and it makes them want to work harder as well.
That's awesome. Coach, you led me into my next question. Aiden, I remember your sophomore year, your legs were kind of like a normal leg. And then by your junior year, you started to grow, and now you got these big thighs that I don't know where it come from. I'm going to assume you like working out your legs. And as we go around, everybody tell me what your favorite part of the weight room is. Go ahead. Start with you, Aiden.
Favorite part or like favorite lift or
Favorite lift?
favorite lift? You know, I do like the legs.
Oh, no lie.
I don't know, they're rough to work out, I'll tell you that. But I don't know, I like seeing the growth and putting that weight on the bar. I'm gonna say squat.
Well, it helps too when you get ready to hit somebody to have that ump. What's your favorite part? Next guy.
Definitely bench.
Definitely bench.
I got big arms. I like the bench.
Hey, before we go any further, go ahead and say your maxed out weight that you've done. Aiden, go with you, then total back to you.
On all of them or just
No, just your favorite one, your maxed weight.
okay. Max squat is 495.
Total, your bench.
My max bench was 320.
Mr. Eye Black, you?
Mine will have to be bench too, and my max is 275.
Hey, before we go any further, did you kill anything?
Nope. We came out before the good part.
That's my fault. I could have scheduled it later. I'm sorry. I didn't know. All right, go ahead, CB.
I'd definitely say squat, and it was like 390.
I'd say power clean. Mine was like 270.
That's awesome. Hey, and this is Howie. I'll come back to you. I just want to make this comment for me that 3 years ago we started this, and I didn't know if it'd work. And we talked about having coaches and players. They are, and you are, some of the finest young men I've had the privileges to be around. Every time I've got to get in my car and drive the 90 minutes down to Sylvania, I have, and hopefully I'll get to in the playoffs. I just want to thank you and everybody that's ever been on this show for what you've meant to me, to the fans, and what you've been willing to give to everybody. It's a special group, but you've also been part of a special experiment, and I just want to thank everybody for being able to being willing to do that. Howie, go ahead, sir.
You're making me tear up now. I got to wipe the tears away. I may have to come back to you for a second.
Told you're not part of the class I'm talking about.
All right, guys, it's time to get serious now. We're going to do a speed round of a couple of questions. We're going to start with Landon and work your way around real quick. So it's going to be a pretty simple. Either is a pick one or the other. So we're going to start with Landon. It's going to be a yes or no answer. Is pineapple supposed to be on pizza? Landon?
No.
CB?
No.
Tanner?
No.
Tuttle?
Yes.
Aiden?
Yes.
Kanji?
Yes.
We got 3 and 3.
I'm just coach maybe coach. Oh, Lee Bomb.
You're not going to hear me, dislike many foods. I like to eat.
There we go. All right, music style. Got a choice, yes or no? Which one do you prefer? Aiden, country or rap?
Country.
Tuttle?
Country.
Tanner?
Country.
CB?
Definitely country.
Landon?
Country.
I'd been so
Kanji?
we got rap out of that group.
Country.
All country. All right. Offense or defense? Landon?
Defense.
CB?
I go offense.
Tanner?
Defense.
Tuttle?
Offense.
Aiden?
Offense.
I know what Condi is. He's offensive coordinator, but go ahead and answer it anyway.
Offense.
There you go. Hey, Condi, you get tired of some fat guy coming up to you and telling you what play to run first play of the game every week?
No, it usually ends up being the play I run. I like to hear from people smarter than me.
I'll tell you next week.
I just throw stuff out there, and unfortunately, you're right. A lot of the things that I have commented or said, you have done. I appreciate that.
Hey, we're all looking for an answer.
Yeah, well, usually I give more questions than answers. So, all right, let's start with Aiden. Favorite teacher?
Favorite teacher?
Yes.
Oh, so
Touchdown, 42 carries.
Coach Con.
Yeah, that's 10.
Actually, though, I'm gonna say Miss Martin.
Total.
I have to say Coach Moore.
Tanner.
Miss McAllister.
CB
I'm saying Coach Smart as well.
and Landon.
Miss Walton.
Miss Walton. I don't think we've heard of Miss Walton since we've been doing this. So that's I know she's been there for a while, but that's cool. Favorite subject? Start with Landon.
Math.
CB.
Workouts.
Well, that's how first time I asked Randy that. He said his favorite subject was lunch. So Tanner.
Pass.
Tanner, what'd you say?
Math.
Math. Total.
Science.
Aiden.
Matt.
Coach Condi, what do you actually teach?
I teach English.
Okay. You don't see very many coaches that teaches English.
I'm marketable.
There you go.
You never see many English teachers as the favorite teacher either, Al.
No, that's true too. That's absolutely true. Homecoming week this week, guys. Being out for the last 3 days, coming back in on Thursday. You don't get the true homecoming week activities, but you're going to have something on Thursday and Friday, a community pep rally, a homecoming parade. What does this last homecoming mean to you? Let's start with you, Aiden.
It's special. It's also sad. We got to do all of our homecoming stuff last week since we're out on break this week. But it was special getting to do that for the last time, the battle classes, everything like that. So week's not over yet, so just gotta take it all in.
All right, Total.
It's just a big event, knowing it's all coming to an end with having homecoming the past 4 years, enjoying it. It's the last one I get to do.
All right, Tanner.
It's a weird feeling knowing it is our last one. Just, it's not here yet, but just want to enjoy it and pray it don't go by too fast.
All right, Clayton.
Based off what Aiden said, you really just got to cherish every moment, take your time with every moment, and make good memories with it. Just to be the last time.
Yeah, Landon.
Personally, I'm kind of happy, excited for it. I mean, it's sad, but like again, it's one of the things you're not going to realize how much it means to you till it's gone. But I mean, if it's going to be my last one, I might as well make it memorable.
Absolutely. And it's kind of odd. I was telling Jeannie about this the other day. It's got to be kind of odd saying, go beat the Rams when you are the Rams, playing Asbury Rams on homecoming. How odd is that actually?
It's pretty odd.
It is pretty odd.
Makes the homecoming door competitions pretty confusing.
We got a picture of one of them. I don't know if Randy can pull it up or not, but we got one where it had a big old picture of Coach Nelson's head on it.
That was a good one. Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. So Randy, can you get that pulled up or?
I can, but I'm gonna jump off for a second to do
Okay.
that.
All right, go ahead. So I know what you guys' numbers are. I know your numbers better than I know your names. But let's go around the room and tell about why you chose the number that you are. Landon, you're 0. How did you choose that number?
Kind of a crazy story, but I mean, I was wearing number 22 my freshman year for no apparent reason. And then sophomore year, Braden Thomas moved in from Plainview, and he wanted 22. And at the time, I didn't play much, so I didn't get first call. And then I didn't think anything of the numbers. And Coach Van walked up to me and said, "You look like a 0." I did not know. It sparked a few funny things for 0, but I thought it looked pretty. I mean, it was basic, but I liked it, and it stuck with me because I mean, I'm used to seeing it now. Others are used to seeing me with it.
How did that make you feel when your coach comes up and say you look like a 0?
I'm kind of used to kind of some crazy stuff. The senior group, they might be special and in more than one way. That's part of it.
Oh man, I like that answer, Landon. All right, Clayton.
My dad graduated from here. He was also number 5, so that's kind of a tradition thing.
Right, Tanner.
Mine was just a random pick. It was just whatever number was left. I was just Pee Wee's wise. I was number 4, but I got fat, so I can't wear that number. So I had to go with a higher number.
Hey, big boys can't wear a single digit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Absolutely not. Tuttle.
I wear it for my brother. That was his first number he started off with. He wore it until he got into high school, and he eventually changed to us.
Aiden.
So I started out with number 2 with basketball back in elementary school, and it just kind of stuck with me. I took it with me with football, and I guess the reason one of my cousins, he was number 2 when he played football, so I guess I just kind of took that with me.
Coach Condi, can't leave you out. Did you play football? And if so, what number did you wear? And how did you choose that number?
I did. At different moments, I was 67 and 8. And one of them was when I became a defensive end with number 67, was they just wouldn't let us have single-digit numbers. I was 8 when I was, playing like tight end in younger grades and things like that. Kind of like some of these guys' answers, it was a random pick kind of deal.
We had Tucker Wilkes on here back not the Sylvania show, of course, but on another show back several months ago. And I asked him the same question. He said it was the last jersey in the box. So I just got it, and that's what number I wear. So you never know how that stuff comes about. Randy, you got a picture ready?
Yes. Hey, by the way, I wore 63, and it's because it was the one off-color jersey, and they didn't want anybody on the field with it. So I got it.
Now, Coach Nelson says that's really his arms right
yeah, that's
there.
not even cropped.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that was no Photoshop or nothing. That was actually him. He posed for that.
Yeah.
So, Randy, what you got for these young guys?
Hey, I want to start with not so young guy. I want to start with Coach. Coach, you've had a very good offense this year, but you started with this group, and of course you got a senior tailback. And what a comfort was it as the offensive coordinator to walk in and have such a senior-laden offense?
That definitely helps. I mean, all the experience and football IQ and just football knowledge that these guys have. I mean, it makes it really easy to just about run anything. All these guys, I mentioned this before, they'll be successful even after football. One thing about these guys too is like you've got an offensive line that probably averages a 4.0 GPA, across the board. Are you bringing them down too far? Probably averaging a pretty high GPA across the board. You've got the senior receivers. You've got Finn and Aiden that are all college heading kids, great grades, great ACT scores. You could run anything with this group and be successful doing it. And then just the fact that if we ever got out of place, you've also got like Colby Buttram, who he was going to be on here tonight. But you've got Colby Buttram that could, from the guard position, probably still line up your offense for you and tell you where to go. So that's been a really easy part. And then also kind of Coach Willingham does a great job as far as pass concepts and stuff, and the kids really know and trust him. And so kind of coming into this position with his help as well, it has been really huge. I mean, it's been really easy to kind of get the ball rolling on things.
That's awesome. And strange, it's the exact answer. When you talked about how smart this group was, I was thinking that when I said it. And, I've been on the sidelines a few times. There's 2 things, and I'll start with you, Aiden, about this group. I think they're very intelligent, but I think everybody on this team likes contact. Do you like it when you're playing in think about the 5 game 2 years ago was just so physical. And you really, to me, it's one of your better games as far as just hitting. Do you enjoy contact?
I do. I like hitting people. I don't like getting hit though.
That's going to go through live. Next, everybody just go around talk about what about your game? Do you like physical, or are you cerebral, or what part do you take pride in?
Oh, nothing will fire you up more than getting hit. At all. That's definitely my favorite part of the game.
Mine's definitely being physical. I just love hitting. I'm looking for anybody. Like if we're downfield, I'm looking for somebody to hit.
Hey, before I don't want to throw this out, but Kobe not showing up. Did he kill something, and that's the reason he's not here?
No, they had a baseball meeting or something to that effect.
Whoa. So is Coach Willingham's reason him not being here?
You said what?
Is Coach Willingham's fault that he's not here?
It might be Coach Willingham's fault. You might have to call him out for it next time you see him.
Oh, good Lord.
Coach Willingham, my goodness. I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys.
I definitely like to be physical, especially when I'm blocking. But some people probably saw the first kickoff at 5. I don't like getting hit, and Logan kind of laid me out. So,
I'd say I like being physical because, I grew up with an older sister, and we fought
I'll make you
all
tough.
like MMA fighters. So I'm used to getting hit for all the wrong reasons, and so it's not that big a deal to me.
Well, I'm going to go off the table, Howie. I'm just going to ask them this question, and if one of them gets it right, they're my new favorite player. But I doubt any of them do. Start with you, Landon. Who's your favorite college football team?
Oh my goodness, Tennessee.
Hey, Landon, I knew
Come on, don't lie to him.
no, if one Tennessee graduate has one Tennessee fan, I'll take it. Even if you lie to me.
I didn't lie to you, it's probably would have helped my mental image for the past few years.
It doesn't. It makes you your hair fall out. I'm gonna tell you.
I know Nico Lemavleva, I think that's how you say his name, is the quarterback. Dylan Sampson, and then I like Bishop more as a running back. I think he plays more physical as to opposed Sampson cuts more. Can't tell you the name of our center, but he's a good center. We've got James Pierce. He's a very good edge rusher.
Hey, Randy, did he pass the test?
Landon is the smartest kid at Sylvania High School now. CB, who's your favorite college football team?
I'd say Alabama.
All right, let's go on past that one. Next.
Alabama.
Let's go past that one.
Bama.
Let's go past that one.
Alabama.
Let's go back to Landon. Just having fun. Hey, last question. I'll turn it back to Howie, and we'll start here. Coach, I want you to answer it first, and you've only got 1 year. What's your favorite memory of this football season with these guys? And then we'll just go around. And if it was in the 8th grade, then or you just remember a great dance, just some memory you got, Coach.
I'd say so far. Hopefully, we've got a few more to make. I'd say so far, beating Geraldine, and then the celebration in the locker room after beating Geraldine. That's a big rivalry, so it means a lot. To come away with a win in that game. Everybody was hyped up. Everybody was excited. That's a good memory that we built so far.
Hey, besides the 42 carry night, Aiden, what do you got? Anything jump out?
I'd say probably either region champs last year or making to the 4th round the year before that. Probably my favorites.
Both of them were. And the night, I joke about it, but I just thought that night you took over the game. It was one of the – I watched the film twice just because I think I wanted to see every one of your carries that night again. So I may joke about it, but it was a heck of a performance. Who was that against?
Which one?
When you had 40-something carries.
I've had that. Like, Madison Academy, I had 52.
Okay, maybe that's it. 52. He must have told 3 or 4 people they were his favorite teacher. Next.
Definitely make it to the 4th round. That was very special. I'll never forget that year.
Yeah. Besides not getting a deer today.
I'll have to go with the 4th round too, but also another one would probably be this year against Plainview, knowing it was our last rivalry against Plainview, and just that celebration after and everything was just knowing that was your last feeling was just pretty good.
Yeah, always.
I'll probably say the same thing as everybody. That's probably the 4th round.
I'll go off base here. I'd say my favorite moment is probably like team day, which is whenever we all hang out, spend the night together, play games. We did something similar last year. Every Thursday, whenever we was getting towards the end of the season, we would play beanbag cornhole. My bad. Cornhole with all the coaches, and we play different games. And I thought it was a very, very big thing, and I feel like it helped us a lot because we go to war together. But I mean, it means a lot if we can bond together and know who you're going to war for. And I mean, it was just special.
That's awesome. Hey, I'm going to tell you guys a secret you don't know. Chaney not only keeps stats, does this show, but on Friday night, I'm somewhere broadcasting a football game. Howie, tell these guys what you've got to do for me about every 5 minutes.
This year, about every 5 minutes, I'm having to send a new score because y'all keep on scoring every time y'all get the ball. So that's a good thing.
Every time I might be broadcasting something, my phone goes off with every score you have. So I can tell if y'all are playing bad or not by how many times my phone vibrates broadcast. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot. Again, just letting us be part of your team in your senior year. Howie, you take us out, man. You just take the last part and ask them whatever you want.
Yeah, don't give me that option now. I'll ask them some crazier stuff. Let's go back. Everybody mentioned something about that 4th round. Y'all were sophomores at that time. It just seems like it was literally yesterday when we were loading up going to Piedmont, play that 4th round game. What did y'all ever think y'all would be back, make it back that far? How did y'all feel on that night, Landon?
That was a great feeling. I mean, I didn't get to play too terribly much in it, but I mean, I was a special team warrior then. So I mean, anything helps. It was shocking because at half, our hopes was down. I mean, we still wanted to fight, but after that game, what we felt was so special that we knew we wanted to be back, and we knew we never wanted that to be the last time we felt that. And I'd say overall that bonded us a lot, and I feel like that game built our team to a different level.
Clayton?
I would say it was pretty cool to make it that far, and I figured we'd probably make it just about the same thing every year after that, if not state.
Tanner?
Yeah, that feeling after winning that game that night, and like Josh having that interception and Connor making that field goal, it built up all the energy inside of you. It made me not even want to look whenever Connor was kicking that field goal. It was probably one of the best feelings I've ever had in a game, the first time I've ever been a part of a game like that. And like after that, I know everybody wanted to be a part of another game like that and come out on top.
Total?
I mean, absolutely. We knew that we need to get back there. There's not another option. We have to get back there, making it the 3rd round next year. Hopefully this year we can get a little bit further than that 4th.
Yeah, absolutely. Aiden?
Yeah, that 4th round was very special to us. I mean, I don't know the right stats or anything, but like we're one of the only few teams from Pennsylvania to make it that far. So that was, of course, that's special to us. Last year, I think we should have made it to the 4th round again. But, unfortunately, we lost to Madison Academy. But we got one more year, so see if we can make it this time.
Yeah, absolutely. We're hoping to have quite a few more of these podcasts every week to have you guys on, and Coach Nelson and all the other coaches. So the further y'all go, the more we get to do, and we hope hope we get to do one later on. Randy.
Hey, Aiden, I'm going to correct one thing. I don't think you lost to Madison Academy. They got the ball last. That was the only thing about that game.
I agree.
It wasn't about losing. It was just who had the ball last.
So Landon, I want to start with you and work your way back around again. After a physical game, tough, hard-hitting game, what do y'all do on Saturday mornings to bring yourself back or get rid of the soreness?
I don't wake up till Saturday afternoon, but when I do, any kind of tear or whatever, I like to take Epsom salt baths. Those, I feel like those help a lot. Ice baths obviously help a lot, but if you ice an injury too much, it'll make it very compact, and then if you get hit right there, it'll cause like a shock effect. But I'd say Epsom salt and then a lot of electrolyte hydration.
Hey, Coach Condi could probably answer when you get older, Epsom salts help too, but that's just from me.
Oh yeah, not quite there yet. Hopefully,
Clayton.
Shoot, I just do the same old thing I do every day and just hydrate. That's all I got.
Tanner.
I normally, no matter how hard the game was, I'm normally up 4 o'clock in the morning either way. So, just mainly for me is just ice and just stay hydrated. Just Gatorade throughout the day and water, and that's about it.
I know you get up early because I've seen you down at the restaurants a lot of Saturday mornings down there eating. So I know you're up early. Tuttle.
Very special. I like to wake up for about 8 o'clock and just get moving. I don't like to sit there do nothing. Makes me feel more tense and it makes me feel more sore.
Aiden.
I mean, I like to get some sleep in, but it's kind of hard. I mean, I can't go to sleep after the games for a while. I'm still like excited or something. But I usually just rest on Saturdays, get that soreness out.
Coach Condi, what do you do to unwind after a game on Friday nights?
Saturday morning, I wake up and I kind of recharge. I spend time with my family. I've got 2 kids, both 5 and under. So that I like to take them outside, play around with them, just kind of spend time with them and my wife. Just kind of recharge for the week because during football season, it's hard to get away and really get a lot of stuff done with your family. So that's kind of what I do. And then later in the day, closer to the evening, that's when I kind of get out and I start watching all the film and kind of breaking down the other team. I'll cut a college football game on in the background and start watching who we're playing the following week.
All right, we'll start with Aiden on this, and the same question for all of you. We're getting in your vehicle right now. Where are we going to go eat at? Aiden?
Toki.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Tuttle?
Oh, probably Osaka.
Tanner?
Cracker
Barrel? Clayton?
I'll probably say the same thing as Aiden. Anywhere that has hibachi.
Good.
You wouldn't believe it, but I eat more than anybody in here. So I'd probably say some kind of buffet.
Coach Condi, what do you prefer to eat?
I don't have Tuttle's kind of money, so I can't afford Osaka. So I'll go. I like Toke, so the one in Fort Payne. Toki's not bad, but I like Toke.
Okay, and Landon, we're in your vehicle. We're going. What music's going to be? Well, we know it's going to be country, but what artist are you going to be listening to?
Oh, Waylon White. Probably Everything Under the Sun by Waylon White.
All right, Clayton.
A lot of Zach Top.
Tanner.
Anything Waylon Jennings.
Seems like Tanner's got an old soul about him.
He does, man.
Tuttle.
I like them Dirty Roses.
And Aiden.
I couldn't tell you one person. I like a wide variety. I see that.
He sings his own, he creates his own songs while he's in there.
No.
Coach Condi, who do you listen to?
A lot of the time, just whatever's on the radio. But I'm definitely like an '80s rock, to like early 2000s rock kind of guy.
So Tuttle kind of brought something up. So let's go ahead and address it a little bit. Out of the whole football team, who is the best singer on the team? Tuttle? Aiden is?
And he's
Aiden?
something for you.
Aiden, who you think's the best singer on the team?
It's tough.
I'm gonna say John Robert.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
JR Dixon's the best one, huh? Tanner?
Toss up between Aiden and JR.
Clayton?
I'm saying either Aiden or Trotman.
Yeah.
Little Trot can sing. I thought all he did was smile.
That's only 50% of the time. Other 50% he's singing.
All right, Landon.
I'd say JR.
JR. Aiden, you going to give us a verse real quick?
My throat's been sore.
He was singing right before this interview started.
Coach Condi, who you think's the best singer?
I haven't heard a lot of their singing. I guess Aiden's probably the only one I've heard sing, and that's just right before the interview, before he was shot. He was just letting it belt.
What does it do? Okay.
Come on, Aiden, sing a few bars or something.
Howie Chaney.
More of a rapper.
I'm just what? Aiden's a rapper, more of a singer.
You're just joking.
Okay, I know everybody can dance because I've seen everybody dance in the locker room. So, Landon, who's the best dancer?
Oh, that's tough.
I don't mind.
I'm gonna go Ethan Manning.
Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
So little man, Ethan Manning is the best dancer out of the whole group, huh?
Yes.
Awesome. Coach Condi, can you do a little dance for us too?
I'm hurting right now. I don't know if I can. Practice was cold this morning. Bones brittle.
This show again.
Yeah, my lumbago.
Guys, we appreciate y'all coming on. After the game Friday night, Coach Nelson came up and said, I don't know what we're going to do. And I said, what do you mean? He said, we have practice Tuesday morning, and I want to get some of the players on. I said, if you have to, just send the link to them, and they can do the show from wherever they're at. He said, well, we're going to make it happen somehow. And I appreciate each and every one of you, especially Tanner coming out of the woods to do the show. And
I came out of the same room.
Okay. So Tanner just wore the eye black and Landon didn't, huh?
No.
Yeah,
They ain't
I
scared
told
of
him,
me.
dude, he's too pale.
They're scared of his face.
That's
Hey, guys,
I've been told people are scared of mine too. So,
it seems like y'all are a real tight-knit senior group. Is that true?
I think so.
Yes, sir.
I got a couple more questions. We're going to let y'all get out of here. I know y'all got better things to do. Any of y'all going to be able to go to the fair this week, or y'all have to wait till Saturday?
Probably not. I won't
I'm
be
definitely
going.
not going.
Nobody's going. I don't blame you. After you get to a certain age, it's the rides spinning you round and round to make you sick. So
I hate spinning rides. Not my thing.
I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm right there with you. So, but if y'all did go, I'm sure y'all would hit the snack bar. So what's the one thing that y'all might buy while you're walking around eating? Tuttle, start with you. I seen a big smile come on Tuttle's face. So
Oreos.
Oh,
That's a good
that's it's close.
because you got to realize you're on the show with two fat guys. I mean, our combined weight's about 600 pounds. So, so we talk about food on here a lot. So we got Tuttle's fried Oreos. Landon, what you got?
Some kind of loaded nachos.
Clayton,
I'm definitely saying fried Oreos.
Tanner,
Elephant ear with strawberries.
What's that?
Fancy.
What is that?
It's like a big round, kind of like a funnel cake, just flat, and has strawberries all over the top.
Sounds good.
oh, Aiden's got something to choose from now. Aiden, what
I
do you?
know that.
It's good.
So, Aiden, what would you get?
Candy apple.
Coach Condi, what would you get?
Hey, Howie, before we go any farther, grease on an Oreo, it just sounds like the most perfect thing on earth.
That sounds
That's what I'm
pretty good.
saying.
I'd probably just let Tuttle buy me a fried Oreo with some of his Osaka money.
So guys, I know this is for Tanner and Tuttle. I've seen Aiden.
Here's another food question.
No, it's not a food question. I've seen Aiden come to the sideline and compliment y'all on y'all's blocks after he's had a big run or a touchdown or something like that. What does that mean to y'all by him coming up and acknowledging, hey, I did something. I don't say did it right because you do it what you're supposed to do right, but he acknowledged that your block helped him get what he needed.
I mean, it just really shows his character, what kind of person he is. He doesn't want to take all the credit for himself. He knows that we all put in the work for that touchdown. He's just the one that had the opportunity to run him in.
Tanner?
Oh, it means the world to any lineman. Like, anybody comes up to you, like, on pass blocking, like, if Finn says something, and, like, Aiden telling us good job whenever, we block up something really good, just means the world to us. Like, we might not all say it. We might just say thank you back, but it just makes us want to get better.
I didn't realize it, and I didn't. Well, I don't want to say I didn't realize. I didn't know that he actually did that until we was at the small field at Gurley going against Whitesburg Christian, and I was standing there. He came walking off, and first thing I heard, he was telling one of the linemen there. He's like, "Hey, you hit that linebacker exactly the way I needed to. I appreciate it. That opened it up even better for me." And I'm like, I've been on the sideline for 30 years, and I've never heard a running back come up and tell his lineman, "Hey, you did what you needed to do to help me spring that run." And I got to paying closer attention, and I realized he does it all the time, not just that one time, but he does it all the time. So, Aiden, hats off to you for that, man. Team player there, and that's what makes the senior group so well rounded. Is because I've seen all of y'all on the sideline helping the younger kids, explaining things to them that maybe they go in and they're playing your position, and when they come running off, y'all will explain to them, "Hey, here's the footwork you need to do." I've seen Tanner do it, seen Tuttle do it, I've seen Landon, I've seen every one of you explain to the younger kids. So that means that y'all are the foundation, want to build this to go up even higher and even better year after year. And from a former Ram, I want to thank you for keeping this foundation and this team experience going. So, with that being said, we'll close the show out real quick. And we know we don't close the show out until we got two last questions. Next to the last one, any superstitions that you do before the game? Landon?
No.
Clayton?
I wear the same underwear every Friday.
Do you wash it?
I've been waiting on that answer for.
Tanner?
Mine's a leg sleeve.
All right. Tuttle?
After I get done stretching, I do 2 foot jumps.
Aiden?
I always pray before I go out in the field.
Coach Kahn, do you have anything you have to do before you get on the field?
Yes, sir. I also pray before every game.
All right, here's our last question. And it's not really a question. It's just we're going to go around the room and everybody give a shout out to whoever you want to. And we're going to let you get out of here. Landon?
My parents.
Clayton?
I definitely said my parents, my dad especially.
Tanner?
Shout out to my dad.
Tuttle?
It would have to be my brother.
Okay. Aiden?
Shout out to my mom and my brother.
Okay. Coach Gandhi?
My wife, Ashley, and my 2 kids, Sumlin and Thatcher.
All right. We heard the shout outs. So, Randy, I'm assuming that we got 5 eligible guys here that has no girlfriends. So, girls, if y'all are watching, give these guys a call, slide into the DMs or whatever, I guess. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go around one more time for the shout outs in case somebody may have forgot someone by accident. Randy?
2 major errors, Howie. Favorite food, nobody said their mom's cooking, and nobody shouted out a girlfriend. So they got a chance to correct both of them right here.
All right, Landon, we'll start with you one more time.
I love my mom's cooking, and I'm still shouting out my parents.
Clayton?
It's complicated.
Tanner?
Shout out my Nana's cooking and my girlfriend.
No name for the girlfriend?
Oh, Emma.
Okay. Tuttle?
Shout out to Natalie.
All right, Aiden?
So my mom's cooking's the best, my favorite. And then shout out to my girlfriend, McKenna.
All right. And Coach Condi, he was smart. He gave a shout out to his wife and kids, so he knows what it takes.
Hopefully they're watching. Otherwise, I don't get the brownie points for it.
Y'all notice me and Howie ain't got nobody to shout out, so we'll leave it at that.
Absolutely. Hey, guys, y'all don't realize for being the special guest on the show tonight, yeah, Miss Parham says you better say that. So there you go. For being the special guest on the show tonight, next time you see John Seals, he will give you a War Eagle. So if y'all didn't realize it, he's a big Auburn War Eagle guy. So he'll give you a high five and say War Eagle to you.
Okay.
That's our budget right there, guys. Sorry about that. Randy, you got anything? Any closing remarks?
No, I ain't got nothing.
All right, guys, y'all have anything? Yeah, Landon, you heard that, don't you? He said go Vols.
Go Vols.
There you go.
We just want to thank you guys for everything that you guys do for our program and the exposure that you give the kids and the chances that you give them to kind of get on and be seen, and everything that you do for the program behind the scenes as well.
Hey, I just appreciate y'all letting me hang out on the sideline on Friday night and pulling Coach Little back off the field every 2 seconds. He's worse than my kids when we went to amusement parks or whatever. That's what I need to do. I got one of those things that the kid holster. I need to bring that for Coach Little and just.
And you get one of those dog leashes.
Yeah, he's worse than Coach Nelson is. So anyway, guys, thanks for being on the show. Y'all welcome back anytime. There's that real picture of Coach Nelson there, and he's probably in his office looking and watching and laughing about it. So anyway, guys, if we can do anything to help you out, let us know. Good luck come Friday night against Asbury. Homecoming. Enjoy it. Going to be your last homecoming. Last home game, regular season home game. Get to host some playoff games at home, but your last time taking the field regular season, and I know there's a lot of parents that's kind of wiping away tears hearing that, but eventually it's going to come to everybody. But best of luck Friday night. If we can do anything to help you out, let us know. And thanks for being on the show. Thanks for coming back into the field house to do this. And thanks for giving up a little bit of your hunting time this afternoon to do this. And better luck hunting come Saturday. I know y'all be back in the woods come Saturday. So best of luck. And if you get a big buck or something like that, don't forget about me and Randy with the deer jerky once you get it taken care of. So, guys, good luck Friday night. We'll see you on the sideline Friday night. And good night and God bless everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.